Welcome back to the third episode of PTV. We hope you all had time to relax over the Chuseok break.
The 2 weeks prior to Chuseok were busy, and PTV is here to update you with the latest news. I am Junior Haben.
And I'm Junior Andres. Sit back and relax as PTV presents what has been happening here at KIS over the past few weeks.
Andres, have you ever noticed a gap between the upperclassmen and the lowerclassmen?
Yes, I see it every day when I walk around the campus.
I mean, how the upperclassmen treat the lowerclassmen and vice versa.
Yeah, for the new people to our school, this must be very confusing. Thankfully, reporters Christine, Michelle, and Jane have investigated this for us.
KIS is an international school, and we have students who have lived in different countries and have experienced diverse cultures. But when it comes to the Korean culture, we tend to emphasize social hierarchy. In the Korean society, people show respect for their elders by bowing and using the polite form of the language. In fact, most students who attend Korean high schools strictly adhere to this custom, even if the upperclassmen are just a year or two older than them. Other than bowing and using specific language, there are certain intangible codes to the hierarchy system that the underclassmen follow, such as letting the upperclassmen take the back seats of the bus.
We asked the students about the social hierarchy in KIS. Do you think it exists?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No. No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
In order to get a more accurate representation of the student body, we also conducted a survey on all 4 grades. Just as we expected, 80% answered that they believe that a social hierarchy based on grade levels does exist in KIS. While 66% thought it was acceptable to use polite language, only 45% approved of bowing to the upperclassmen.
Now that we've heard what the students think, we are here to talk to Mr. Bloom about his views on student hierarchy.
I'm reluctant to use the term hierarchy. I certainly believe that there are cliques in any environment, any social environment, and so I know at KIS that there is an informal hierarchy because of the Confucian culture that we're in and the age structures that exist. But I wouldn't go so far as to say it's a rigid social hierarchy. I don't think it's for the foreign teacher and administrative population to address, because that is a cultural imposition on a cultural group. So if the students of the school seek to make that alteration, that's up to them and not up to the teaching staff per se, not in this situation.
Although it's hard to break away from the underlying Korean culture, students in KIS should work towards getting rid of the social hierarchy. Without these restrictions, the KIS High School can become a more friendly community. This was reporters Christine Choi, Michelle Park, and Jane Song. Back to you, PTV.
Did you know, Haven? There are many hidden talents around KIS. Singers, musicians, athletes, and even dancers.
Exactly. The talented b-boy dancers are known as the Radical Ace. Reporters Jenny, and Christine go further in depth into the dance team and their unique dance moves.
Living the hardcore life of a KIS student is very unforgiving as we close doors to personal hobbies and non-academic related activities. However, for the past 5 years, a passionate group of students were able to pursue their genuine interest in breakdancing. They are the Radical Ace. The Radical Ace crew formed in 2007 and is now going on its 5th year with the 2nd generation of talented dancers. They spend their free time choreographing their own routines, honing their fancy moves, and awing us with their impressive performances. This year, 2 more members joined the Radical Ace team, increasing the fun and the dance skills. We asked a question: what does Radical Ace mean to you?
Determination.
Represent.
Brotherhood.
Dedication.
Passion.
Ace.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of parental opposition. For example, when we spend so much time outside of school doing something that isn't related to academics, our parents get pretty worried because we're not at home studying, we're outside practicing dance. So yeah, they sometimes try to tell us to stop, but of course, like, we're dancers, that's what we do, so.
While finding balance in their lives, the Radical Ace touches upon the most basic need of students: human contact. They strive to improve in dance while creating unforgettable memories and friendships. Dancing to them is not merely a hobby, but a support. This was Jenny Jun, Jenny Yoon, and Christine Kim. Back to you, Phoenix.
I've always wondered, How does the Student Council work and what does it do?
Exactly. Many students are not aware of the hard work and effort involved in the Student Council. Reporters Shelly and Hannah analyze each role of the Student Council and reveal what is done behind the scenes.
Our school has many different events, but who's behind all this? The KI Student Council. The Student Council meets every week in the welcoming arms of Mr. Wood's room, holding meetings, preparing for social events, and coming up with ideas to make our school unique. As soon as they enter the thick doors of the room, they immediately begin to discuss upcoming events eagerly with each other. Though it may look simple, officers are constantly stressed trying to come up with innovative, brilliant ideas. We interviewed the advisors, Ms. Chang and Mr. Wood, about Student Council this year.
This year, we eliminated the officer positions except for president. We decided that we wanted to try to get the 5 best leaders on the council, not just the 5 people who were the most strategic at running for certain positions.
Outside guests such as Mr. Brago and Mr. Drake participate in the discussion, improving the ideas that best fit our school.
As a president, I will always listen to students' opinions and others' opinions to bring improvements and change into our school. So I would like to see more motivated and more spirited school by the end of this year.
The Student Council tries their best to improve our high school life, so support them and show your school spirit. This is Hannah Kim and Shelly Shim. Back to you, Phoenix.
This was it for this week's PTV episode. Be sure to watch the upcoming episode about one of our important core values, global citizenship at KIS.
Until then,
Keep flying, Phoenix.